Okay, in this video we're going to be looking at efficiency and all the different types of efficiency, looking at the difference between efficiency and productivity, types of productivity, types of efficiency, and how we represent allocative, technical, and dynamic efficiency on the PPF. So first of all, when you're looking at the difference between productivity and efficiency, productivity is really just output per unit of input. So how efficiently or effectively we're using our resources to produce goods and services. So basically how much output we're generating per unit of input. The types of productivity, your labour productivity is your level of output per hour of labour. So how much we're producing per hour worked. Capital productivity, how much we're producing per machine hour. So how many goods and services we can produce per machine hour. And multi-factor productivity is looking at the level of output per hour when you're combining both labour and capital. So productivity, just output per unit of input. Efficiency is looking at our overall living standards and how effectively we're using our resources to maximise our living standards. So, first things first, explain what is meant by an efficient allocation of resources. In your answer, make reference to opportunity cost. So, an efficient allocation of resources occurs when our resources, our land, labour and capital, are used across the economy in combinations such that national living standards or welfare are maximised. So we're using our land, labour and capital in a way that maximises our overall well-being or living standards. This means that opportunity cost with using those resources is minimised. We're minimising our opportunity cost when we produce goods and services. And that occurs when we choose the best option in a situation. We minimise our opportunity cost. For an efficient allocation of resources to occur, it means it's not possible to achieve a better allocation of resources by moving resources away from one activity and towards another. So we're basically saying we're no better off, we're at the best we can possibly be in terms of our living standards. We can't be better off if we dedicate more resources to something and away from something else. Such a change of resource allocation would necessarily result in a higher opportunity cost, as the value of the next best alternative may actually be greater. So what I mean by that is if we say we value three things and we value, producing oranges at $12, apples at $10 and grapes at $7. If we choose to produce oranges which were worth $12 value, I hope, unless I got confused, the opportunity cost would be 10. That would be the next best alternative, which I believe was apples. If we choose to make apples, the opportunity cost becomes the $12 we could benefit we receive from making the oranges. So we're not minimising our opportunity cost. So when we choose the best option in the course of in an event, we actually minimise our opportunity cost because we're not sacrificing something that's valued the highest. That's what it means to minimise your opportunity cost. If we choose the grapes, again our opportunity cost would be 12 because our next best alternative, which is actually a better alternative, would be the oranges in that case as well. So an efficient allocation of resources, also known as allocative efficiency, is basically when the wants and needs of society are maximised, goods and services that people want are produced in the best possible way to try and minimise costs, and efficiency is achieved. When efficiency is achieved, it's not possible to make anybody better off without making somebody else worse off. The opportunity cost has been minimised, and goods and services are produced to provide the greatest level of collective satisfaction to society. Again, I'll just briefly go through this, same sort of thing. So society's wants and needs are maximised, goods are produced in the best possible way. It's not, you can't make someone better without making someone worse off. The government achieves this, so this is asking how the government might achieve this, through taxes and subsidies, so taxes and bans on demerit goods or undesirable goods, and subsidies on merit goods. Redistributing income to try and maximise our welfare, so trying to give more money to low-income earners who might value it more than high-income earners, and also ensuring that we're increasing technical efficiency as well. Types of efficiency number 2, we'll talk about in the next video.